Most people have completely moved on from physical media, but then you find that one old box of family photos on a disc or a piece of software that only exists on a CD, and suddenly you are stuck. That is where this little drive from Laurensory comes in. It is one of those gadgets you might not use every single day, but when you actually need it, it is a total lifesaver. The first thing you notice is how compact it is. It is light enough to just toss into a backpack side pocket without thinking twice, and the brushed finish gives it a bit more character than the usual cheap, glossy plastic you see on these things. What is actually clever here is the cable management. Having the USB cord tuck right into the bottom of the shell means you are not going to be the person digging through a tangled mess of wires at the bottom of your bag. It is a small detail, but it makes a huge difference for anyone who travels. Now here is the thing about compatibility. It is a plug-and-play setup, which is exactly what you want. Whether you are rocking an older Windows machine or a newer MacBook, it just shows up and works. It handles both USB-A and USB-C, so you are covered regardless of whether your laptop is 5 years old or brand new. The speed is perfectly fine for what it is. You are looking at 8x for DVDs and 24x for CDs, which is plenty fast for ripping a music library or backing up some files. It does not feel like it is struggling or making that high-pitched, grinding noise that some of these cheaper drives make when they are under load. It stays relatively quiet, and the rubber feet on the bottom actually do their job, keeping the whole thing from sliding around your desk while the disk is spinning up. One thing that really stands out is the internal clearance. A lot of these portable drives are so tight that if you have a disc with a slightly thick label, it gets stuck or scratched. This one gives the disc a bit more breathing room, which is a massive relief if you're dealing with older, slightly warped, or custom-labeled discs. It is not perfect, though. If you are a desktop user, you really need to make sure you are plugging this into the back of your motherboard. Plugging it into a front panel port or a cheap hub can sometimes lead to power issues, and the drive might not spin up correctly. It is a bit of a nuisance to reach around the back of a tower, but that is just the reality of how these external drives draw power. Also, keep in mind this is not going to work with your TV or a Chromebook, so do not expect to just plug it into your living room setup for a movie night. But for a laptop user who just needs a reliable way to bridge the gap between the digital world and physical discs, this thing is a solid, no-nonsense tool that gets the job done without any fuss. It is simple, it is portable, and it does exactly what it says on the box.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.